Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's on his way to get his physical and join up in the Army. In the 1970s, X-Wing fighters, giant robots, and soldiers with kung fu grips dominated kids' rooms all across America and their backyards as well. And here to talk about the toys that a generation of kids grew up with is toy collector John Marshall, who is the author of G.I. Joe and other backyard heroes. John, welcome. Who is this?
This is Big Jim.
Big Jim?
He was the sports action figure.
Size does matter.
Size does matter.
Okay.
Mattel realized that G.I. Joe had capitalized the Army version of action figures, so they went to sports instead, which is something that G.I. Joe didn't do.
So this guy was a jock?
Yes, he was the ultimate jock. He could go anywhere and do anything.
An articulated jock.
Fully articulated.
Everything moved.
Yes.
Except his elbows.
With karate chop action, that's what the lever on his back is for.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah,
I think that's a karate chop. Not sure what he's doing there.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, well, let's put his... Now, stop that. What was his name again?
Big Jim.
Big Jim. Okay, Big Jim, you take a rest after all of that chopping. Now, who's the cowboy?
That is Johnny West. He originally started in the 1960s, but he was very popular through the 70s.
Now, what did Johnny West sell for when he was put on the market?
Johnny West sold for about $3.99.
And if I wanted to buy Johnny West right now, how much would I pay for him?
Well, the thing with Johnny West figures is the accessories are everything. With land, it's location. With figures, it's accessories.
Oh, you got to have the hat and the vest and the chaps and the whole Michigas, right?
Right. Something like that would be about $15, $18. Yeah. Something with all of his guns and backpacks and everything would be like $30.
Are there any that are very rare, like a cross-eyed Johnny West or something that, you know, you can only get once in a while?
Yes, the African-American characters are always the rarest.
Oh, really?
Yes, there was a cavalry scout.
Did they come on the market late, or?
No, it's just that back in the 60s and 70s, things weren't as progressive as they are today.
No, they weren't not that, you know, and African-Americans finally said, hey, I want to buy a doll that looks like my kid for my kid.
Exactly.
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 Now, also, well, of course, the Trekkies. Come on. There's old Spock. Is he going to do a karate chop for me? He's even got his stun gun, his little phaser on there. Mm-hmm. Now, again, how much do these cost? I mean, this is really not much compared to Johnny West.
You'd be surprised. The company that made these was called Mego, M-E-G-O, and they specialized in character dolls. And they were pretty pricey compared to G.I. Joe. A Mego doll would be like $5 in the 70s, which is about 20% more than some of the other things.
And as tiny as it is.
Yes.
But also articulated, folks. The arms move. There's Spock. Going to put the, what did he call that hold?
The Vulcan neck pinch.
The Vulcan neck pinch, right.
Licensing was very expensive. That's why they were so much money.
Did the actors who are portrayed in these get a piece of the action?
If they have good agents, they do, yes.
To your knowledge, Leonard Nimoy make any money on this?
It's very likely that he did,
That he did?
Yeah.
Do these still sell well?
Extremely well.
I mean, are they new ones in stores as well as the collectibles?
Yes, there are. Yes, there are. There are new companies that are doing these kinds of things again because they recognize the adult presence in the collector marketplace.
Now, for somebody in your business, so to speak, as a toy collector, is this your business now?
Well, I write about them, and that's my business.
When a movie like Godzilla comes along, do you say, oh boy, wonderful, yeah?
Well, merchandising is everything now in the film business, of course. And Godzilla especially has just been blitzed all over the place. And it's not worth it because the movie's not very good.
The movie is El Succo. We're going to take a little break, and when we come back, I'll talk some more with John Marshall, who is the author of G.I. Joe, as well as a whole bunch of other books. Action Figures of the 1980s.
That's the new one. Yay!
That's the new book, okay.
Beautiful cover.
And a whole bunch of stuff on the back, too.